I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with...
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though.
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone. But he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to...
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possession. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while. Good luck to you.
Strange feeling being without...
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine.
Suscipe me.
Accept your new name, brother.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you.
Thanks for help.
You don't know, lad.
It was my choice. For a common lad like me.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason.
Would you tell me?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education.
Is it alright if...
I thought that since you're literally a complete novice, you'd be interested to know what you have. Here's a letter from the prior with the daily schedule.
Thanks for it.
Are you sure?
I'll work it out.
Suit yourself. If you think you don't need any...
Someone's been creeping around in the corridor at night. You'll see.
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
Stood in there out for your eyes to see. God be with you.
This looks like the dregs after a night's drinking. Who could be coming here?
Soon get his man.
What is that? And where did you get it?
What is that? Where did you get it?
What do we have here? A nice sharp dagger. Now what would a monk need that for?
What's that you're carrying around? What is that? Where did you get why?
I'm Gregor, and
I know.
What does that mean?
I make sure every...
And when it's not?
Then we...
I'm Gregor.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony.
That means you get...
No, not at all.
I've got an itchy feeling on the back of my neck. I think someone's spying on us.
Huh? No. Clear off. Let me sleep.
Oh, why are you waking me? Go away.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul.
All right. I wouldn't mind some wine.
That's more like it. Sit down. Quite right, brother. Just sit down and drink with us. When the wine runs out, Yurek will fetch more.
What would you like?
Servus.
What are you doing?
What does it look?
But
Youngster, when you're...
But you're the cicators. You're the ones
If you really want to know.
All right.
Ah, down the hatch. What is it, brother?
Let's drink.
That's the idea.
How about to the abbot?
To the abbot it is. But wait a minute.
To never...
To Neverless? To the abbot he's never been and never shall be?
You mentioned Yodok. What does he do for you?
Nothing much. He's just a little suckling like you. He'll do whatever it takes to stay on our good side. Sometimes we make use of him when there are errands to run.
I found...
Who'd tear up a book like that?
Where'd you get the what?
So they are, but this wine... Listen, lad, would you help us out with something? This cask is almost empty.
I'll help you.
Ha! I knew it. Help Novice Jodok arrange for a new cask. Talk to him first thing.
All right. Let's play.
Just the man we've been waiting. Ah, down the hatch.
Every gulp of trees, isn't that the truth?
No wonder. With our throats going dry all day.
Next time we'll get the Yolok to bring some Rhine wine. I'm losing my taste for this one.
Why doesn't Yodok drink with us anyway?
He's young, and he wants to look good in front of the others. And he doesn't trust us to keep him safe from harm if he got too drunk to make it to prayer.
You mean like your good self last Christmas Day? The way you drowned out the prior's voice by snoring through the Agnus Dei?
Don't remind me.
No wonder. What is it, brother?
I'd like
What would you like?
I'd like to ask...
I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope's table.
I'm not so sure. It's a bit sour. God knows what's in it.
Don't be absurd. It's a first-class cask. Direct... Talk to me, brother.
What is it?
What's there left to drink?
You and your novices, you old... Toast to our future abbot.
To that. So, to John, the future abbot.
And Killjoy, if like that.
Not now. I could do with a bite to eat.
Can't you see? This is not... Not now.
Don't overmust. Brother, where were you during Mass?
I definitely was.
Really? Fine then. This time I will... Brother, what are you doing?
I was feeling...
Really? Fine then.
Greetings, brother.
Greetings.
Trouble?
Yeah.
I'd like to ask... Well, that's all.
What is it?
I found a dagger.
And why shouldn't you have? I did hide it there after all.
Well then, I have a question for you. I think you know what it is. What does a monk need a dagger for?
That dagger's the only thing I have left of my father. It was in our old shop, under the counter. Father kept it there to protect himself from thieves. When I was little, I admired that dagger so much. I asked Father if he'd give it to me when I was older. He always said yes, but only after he was dead.
Go on, please.
Now Father's dead and I'm here. That piece of steel is the only thing I have left from the outside world. I know it's not suitable for a monk, but I can't part with it.
So now you know everything.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief.
You don't say.
That's not important.
Why are you telling me this any...
Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it...
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novels.
3? Please, leave me out of it. No one knows anything about Lucas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok.
I don't think it was him.
Don't fret, my friend.
I'd like to ask... Well, that's all.
Whatever is necessary until about the 4th hour. From the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply themselves to reading. After the 6th hour, having left the table, let them rest on their beds in perfect silence, or if anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read to himself in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said rather early.
What is it, brother?
At the middle of the 8th hour.
I'd like to ask you...
Let them again do what work has to be done until Vespers. We,
What troubles you?
brethren, should be assigned a task or craft of such nature as to keep them from idleness and at the same time not to overburden them or drive them away with excessive toil. Their weakness must be taken into consideration by the abbot. The rule of Saint... Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, disciples with a twofold teaching. In the monastery, let him not love one more than another.
What troubles you?
Ah,
Is there any...
you know there is.
You can count on my...
In order to get the recipe, I, however, think if the cure...
Why are they...
Because they contain occult... It's nonsense, of course. Ibn Sina.
Where can I...
No one will...
Is there...
There's a key to the cabinet in the...
Why can't...
Because I'm one of the highest-ranking monks here, and one day I'd like to become abbot.
You could just ask for it.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried?
I'm ready.
One more important... They say Brother Solarius will soon have...
Here's the book you want.
Amazing. This really is it. There'll be no investigation. It would be against his... Is there anything...
I'd be interested...
That's a straight... They keep a...
Thanks.
No, thank... About that book.
I'm here to...
Excellent. I've been... I want you to prepare... Once you finish them, you'll find...
What do you desire?
I finished my work.
Show me what you... Spectacular. Praise be to...
I'd like to ask... Tell me about it.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my... But in reality, I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony and the construction...
Ah, Rick.
I found this piece of parchment. Look.
Ovid?
Not what, but who? Now I believe if he'd had...
Oh.
Absolutely. I imagine...
Good.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can...
Can you tell...
The art...
Where should I look?
If I knew... What troubles you?
I'm here.
Good. Here's...
God be with you.
Not a single error.
What is it?
Is it possible?
Only the abbot and...
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in...
I'd like to ask...
Get away from our cabinet. The book stood in there out for your eyes to see. Oh, you're interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about them.
Talk to me, brother.
I'd like to ask...
You're interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil.
Everlasting. As soon as it is ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine divine command and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, wars, grumbling, objection. For the obedience given
What
to
would you like?
superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and purpose, not necessarily with his lips, but simply in his heart, then even though he fulfills the command, yet
What is
his
it,
word
brother?
will not be acceptable to God, who sees that his heart is murmuring, and far from gaining a reward for such work as this, he will incur the punishment due to murmurers, unless he amend and make satisfaction. The rule of Saint Benedict. Reading from the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a that is to say, he should show them all that is good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but, since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the root. He begins to appear. Remember, priest of silence, the well-disposed and those standing, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. But bold, proud, and disobedient characters, he should curb at the very beginning of their ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again, beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from death.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
Sorrowfuls.
Salve.
These nuts.
Siwa.
I'd pull those idlers by the ear.
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have...
What?
Let me tell you a little. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make...
It was you that poisoned me.
Don't take it personally. Kill or be killed. You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all... I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery, I've had plenty of...
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together.
You're right. But the people who said...
They won't if we're clever. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far...
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery, and some blood to make the tracks.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow. That sort of thing. You can escape in that
What do I need to...
How else will we get out?
Do you mean these keys?
What? I'm not going to ask...
And where am I...
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list.
All right, that's everything.
Excellent. Come and see me once. And Gregor.
And it's not the first time.
Make it to the autumn.
No, no.
I want change, and only a new abbot can bring that.
Waiting pays off. There's no hurry.
What is it?
I'm
I know.
What, you do know?
It is my...
Peace be with you, brother.
Brother, this isn't a place for you.
Servus.
Why are you waking me? Go away.
Peace be with you, brother.
Huh? Leave me be. I want to sleep.
Not now, brother.
Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have.
Very.
Now, show me what you... Our swift... Brother, you were somewhere you should...
Peace be with you, brother.
You dare resist punishment?
Yes.
You failed to complete your... You've seen us.
All right.
That's more like it. Quite right, brother. Just sit down and drink with us. When the wine runs out, Yuruk will fetch more. What troubles you?
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
But...
Youngster.
Peace be with you, brother.
But you're the...
If you really want to know...
All right.
Praise be to Christ.
Let's drink.
That's the idea.
How about to the abbot?
To the abbot
To up.
That's more like...
Let's drink.
That's the idea.
How about to the...
To the abbot it is.
To abbot.
That's more like...
Let's drink.
That's the...
How about to the...
To the abbot it...
To abbot.
That's more...
You mentioned...
Nothing much. He's just a little...
Where'd you...
So that... Listen.
I'll help you.
Ha! I knew it. Help Novice Jodok arrange for a new cask. Talk to him first thing in the morning, and by tomorrow night the cask can be on the table.
All right. I'd like to...
Down the hatch.
Every gulp a treat.
Praise be to Christ.
Let's play.
Just the man we've been...
What have we here? That's it. The book with information about the novices. Interesting. But I still don't know which one of them is pious. My name's Gregor.
You can call me.
Did you say Perk?
You'll see soon.
Will you
Look, nothing again.
Are you hiding?
I'm hiding. I hate to think of all I lost.
That's all I want.
Please, keep it.
Greetings, brother.
Greetings to you, brother.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate.
I was talking last night.
Hey,
I'd like to help.
to get hold of the wine, we'll have to leave. If wine started going missing here, someone would notice.
Wait a moment. Are you saying I'm supposed to...
You see why I don't want to do it myself now, do you? I don't...
But you've done it once before, haven't you?
Last time the prior was...
How can I...
I don't know, but he might...
Do you think he'll want to...
No, but he could give... Once you have the key or some lockpicks... Talk to me, bro.
About those...
Did you get them?
Yes?
In that case, come before midnight to the cloister garden. I'll be waiting for you there.
voice. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. For speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciples are to be silent, to listen. And for that reason, if anything is to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission inspired by reverence. But as for coarse jests and idle words, or words that move to laughter, these we condemn everywhere with a perpetual ban. And for such conversation we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth. The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on the spirit of silence. Let us do what the prophet says. I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I have set a guard to my mouth. I was mute and was humbled and kept silence even. Idle words or words that move to laughter.
Brother,
these we condemn
what are you
everywhere
doing
with a
here?
perpetual ban. And for such
I definitely
conversation,
was
we do not
there.
permit a
Really?
disciple
This time I'll look.
his mouth.
Praise be to Christ.
Talk to me, brother.
I'm here.
I want you to... Once you finish... Ah,
Is there a... You can count.
in order to get...
I'm ready.
What? We'll soon...
Here's the book you want.
There'll be no... Is there any...
I be... Thank...
About that... What is it, bro?
I fi...
Shoot.
Servus.
What is it?
I found... Ovid?
Not a... Absolutely. I imagine he...
Good.
Thank you.
Where should...
If I...
Can you tell... I have all the pages of the...
Oh, brother, you can't even imagine how... I'll lend you the key to the cabinet containing forbidden. That cabinet's strictly off limits to novices. But you've earned my trust. I'm sure you'll recognize that...
Thank you, brother. Is there anything...
I'm glad you asked. There's one thing. But not long ago, a brother brought me a crumpled piece of parchment. He says he found...
Ovid?
Not what? Now I believe I can... If he'd had his way, all such books would have...
I'm here to...
Good. This is most... Here's the...
Praise be to God.
I'd like to ask... Is it possible?
Only the abbot.
And can I see them?
Good work. Everlasting. As soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, lukewarmness, grumbling, or objection. For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and murmurs, not necessarily with his lips, but simply in his heart, then even though he fulfills the command, yet his work will not be acceptable to God, who sees that his heart is murmuring. And far from gaining a reward for such work as this, he will incur the punishment due to murmurers, unless he amend and make satisfaction. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say, he should show them all that is good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always is and what he is called, and should know that he is committed. From him more is offenders, but since he has the authority, let him cut out those.
Talk to me.
as good and proper.
Peace be with you. He was stomping about like
I'm telling you, someone's been creeping around in the corridor at night. What am I saying, creeping? He was stomping about like a bear.
That must have been Brother Circator. He can't sleep and prays long into the night.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus. It stunk like a wine barrel in there. And it's not the first time. It's a mystery, but one that'll soon be solved. It's a wonder that Prior doesn't check everyone's breath in the morning. Then he'd soon get his man.
I pull those idols by the ears. What have they
And
done
God be
this
with you.
time, brother? Accepting their responsibility, leaving us, their superiors, to chase around after them, finishing what they done. Did you have to finish someone's weeding in the garden again?
Servus.
Oh, again. I've had enough of it.
That must have been Brother Circator.
What do you desire?
I found a dagger.
And why shouldn't you have?
Only when necessary.
And was it necessary? That dagger's the only thing...
Go on.
Now you can...
Here it is.
Thank you. I'm no priest.
I'm here in the monastery.
You don't say.
That's not important.
Why are you telling me that?
Perhaps you could help me find
The missing thing.
I know.
3? Please. No one knows.
I don't think it...
Don't fret, my friend.
I know you're pious. The man I've been looking for.
So you're finally sure? Tell me, Gregor, or Carl, or whatever your true name is. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. I'm not sure what I should do.
Well, at least you're prepared to think and not just play bloodhound for a pack of nobodies. And I'm glad you have...
I don't want to be like the people I'm looking for. If I have to kill, it should be for a reason, not because I enjoy it.
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us. I was a bandit. And I was a... When I saw it...
So the evildoer...
Both of us...
You're right. But the people who...
They won't if we're clever about it. Before we make a run for it, we'll split up.
Good.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement.
Peace be with you.
What are you going...
I need to get ready for a...
What do I need?
How else will we get out?
This place is practical.
Do you mean the...
What? I'm not going to ask you how you...
And what?
You'll find a part...
All right.
Excellent. And Gregor, peace be with you, brother.
Ah, Gregor. What trouble?
I'd like to ask you some... Well, that's all.
What is it?
Here I...
Just in time. Once we're outside, we'll need to be careful, and we'll need to be quick.
Where exactly are we going from?
Next to the monastery is the house of the custodian, a baron who provides...
What?
They are.
That does... How do we...
We needn't break in anywhere. It's on...
What particular...
They want some Znaimo wine. But there's no way we'll be able to tell.
The brothers will...
They'll complain even more.
I'm ready.
All right. You have the outside key.
Those were the days.
You'll see.
I've got any...
Things will get better with the new abbot.
What do you desire? What is it?
you that wretch Yorick on the castle.
What is it, brother?
Hey, you're a fine fellow. Show us what you've been hiding.
Turnipy nose with just the slightest hint of rat droppings. Not too lardy, like the last one. Nice sharp elbows. It's not Olomouc, nor Znojmo either. But as John says, drinkable enough. Thank you, brothers. And now sit down and share a cup with us. I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope's table.
I'm not so sure. It's a bit sour. God knows what's in it.
Don't be absurd. It's a first-class cask, direct from Znojmo. Praise be to Christ.
Let's drink.
That's the idea.
How about to the abbot?
To the
To abbot.
That's more...
Let's drink.
That's the...
How about to the
To the abbot.
To abbot.
That's more...
Let's drink.
That's the...
How about
To the abbot.
to abbot?
That's...
I'd like to ask.
I'll be going, brothers. It's been good to sit with you a while.
Do us a favor, brother. Stay a little longer and have another drink with us. Here, some wine for you.
Oh, all right. I'll be going.
Do us a...
Thanks, but I won't have any more.
As you wish, brother, as you wish.
What's there left to drink to?
What would you...
From the fourth hour until about the sixth, let them apply themselves. And let them again do what work has to be done until Vespers. Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned a task or craft of such a nature as to keep them from idleness and at the same time not to overburden them or drive them away with excessive toil. Their weakness must be taken into consideration by the abbot. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say, he should show them all that is good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to
What do you
whom
desire?
more is committed. From him,
I have everything
more
we need
is
for the
required.
escape.
Let him make
Excellent.
no distinction
Straight
of
after
persons
Vespers,
in the
we'll meet in the
monastery.
dormitory.
Let him not
We'll
love
have to get
one
it all
more
done
than
before
another,
the monks have finished dinner.
unless it be
What
one
exactly is
whom
your
he
plan?
finds better in good
And why
works
can't we do it at
or in
night?
obedience.
We're going to prepare
And let
a little
him not
reed
shut his
that will never
eyes
sold.
to the faults of
And
offenders.
why at mealtime?
But since he
Because
has
we
the
need the
authority,
dormitory
let
as
him
well as the
cut out
church to be
those
empty.
faults by the roots
Then at night
as
we'll escape.
soon as they
Do you
begin
follow?
to appear.
Take everything with you, and don't forget the keys.
Remembering the fate of Heli,
Once evening
priest
mass
of
ends,
silence.
I'll be in the
The
dormitory.
well-disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. Hard, proud, and disobedient characters he should curb at the very beginning of their ill and other bodily punishments.
What?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting. Today's task, once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere. What?
I finished my...
Show me what... Spectacular, Gregor. Talk to me, brother.
say he won't make it to the autumn.
No. Peter has a strong constitution. He'll still be on this earth for many years to come.
I wish all good health upon him. I want change, and only a new abbot can bring that.
Waiting pays off. There's no hurry.
Peace be with you, brother.
What do you...
I'm here to...
Excellent. Well done.
Praise be to God. For a moment there I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed me off the gallery. And here's where you dragged my lifeless body. Thank you for helping me out.
Well, I can't just let you leave. You're a criminal.
What are you on about? Did you really help me escape just to betray me?
I'm truly sorry, but you were there at the Neuhoff massacre, and you're a valuable witness. I'm taking you to the bailiff.
Gregor, you can't be serious. I thought I won't be taken anywhere. I'd rather die than lose my freedom.
Is that all you
This is one of the men who raised Neuhoff. He should be able to tell you something useful. But I need to ask a favour. I need you to keep him out of sight so his accomplices don't know he's been caught.
Fine work. And I'll do as you say. I'll find a deep, dark hiding place where no one will hear me interrogate him. And while we're at it, I'll have your things brought here. Wait here a while.
What are you doing here? You're playing truant from the monastery, aren't you?
Just
garlic,
this morning.
carrots,
Bread.
beetroot, onions, all that grows in the ground, fresh from right home.
I'm on.
The Lord be... God be with you.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
Well now, look what's come.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm at your... Take care.
What the fuck did he your...
God bless. Good luck then. God be with you.
My humble greetings. God be with you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, why are you waking me? Go away!
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like the place they were talking about.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva! Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed. Or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
I didn't find anything.
I'd say that's unusual.
Well,
Have you got...
forget it. I put my neck on the block.
You what? That's not how we do things.
Over my...
If that's the way you want...
You get one more!
Don't go on your knees, have you?
I'll let Sure! Bring it!
That didn't work out very well. Fuck it. How do I find out where they're camped now? Maybe I can find a clue on their bodies. It looks like an ordinary die at first sight, but it's not. The numbers are wrong. Maybe they used it as a sign to identify themselves. But that still doesn't tell me how to find their encampment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good age.
Well,
I'd like
yes.
to be a-
I'm sorry, but I don't.
God save you.
There's rumours of a large band of.
I have, as it happens. A few days back, a travelling mill hand stopped by and said he saw a bunch of nasty look.
Up here on the hip?
Like I said, he was drunk.
To think they dare. Right under Sir Hannah.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. Thank you. Are there.
Nothing, wife. Take care now.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
What's that? Hey! Hey, who's there?
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, I have news, and I'm sorry to say it's nothing good.
After everything that's happened, you have even worse news. That's almost impressive.
I'm afraid so. It's going to happen again, and on an even bigger scale.
You're full of good cheer, aren't you? What exactly will happen?
It seems the Pribyslavitz encampment was just the start, and they're far from defeated.
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who works for them, and let him recruit me.
Ah, God's holy hat. You never cease to surprise me, lad.
And what did you find out?
They have another much bigger encampment in Vranyk near to Sasau.
What do those bastards want? And who the hell are they?
To hurt us? Conquer the region? I'm not sure yet, but I can find out.
How?
I'm one of them now. I have their secret sign. I know where their camp is. All I have to do is go and take a look.
That's out of the question. It's too risky.
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get this, it will be child's play. I already passed their test. They trust me.
Then we'll have to attack them before things get out of hand. Ideally, right now, when they're not expecting us. Once we catch that mangy little shit, we can ask him nicely what he wants. But then again, before we attack, it would be useful to have a spy go and scout out how many of them there are and what they're up to.
I don't want you to take any unnecessary risks.
It's much less risky than our raid on Pribyslavitz.
All right then, Hal. Go there and find out how many of them there are, and what their plans are, whatever you can. But don't stick your neck out too far.
Yes, sir.
Godspeed, lad.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
Blood will be spilled.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God save.
I've got.
He who laughs last. Farewell.
Yeah.